think I'd forget about my neighbors to the south. Welcome to the Formula Moon 4th of July special. Now, yeah. Um, 4th of July special, yeah, of course. Um, I Interesting fact about American drivers, though. In total, they have 999 career points. They're 1 point off from having 1,000 points as a country. So, I thought that was interesting. All right, first up we have Evie. I might butcher some of these names, and I apologize. We have Eddie Cheever. He was active from 1978 to 1989. Eddie. He had 132 race starts, 0 poles, 0 podiums, 0 wins, 0 championships, but 70 points. So much like my Canadian one. Yeah, he didn't have a resume, but he was a point scorer. I think a B tier. You put him in a solid B tier, you know, to have 70 points. So the D tier, I'm actually going to change the D tier name. Small resume is just for the drivers who, have a couple race starts with nothing. Kind of like how in the Canadian one we had George Eaton and Alan Berg who had 10 starts each and just nothing. So that will be where the small resume goes. Um, yeah, so Eddie Cheever, definitely a B tier driver. Next up, we have Mario Andretti. He was active from 68 to 82 with 128 race starts, 18 poles, 19 podiums, 12 wins, 1 championship in 1978, and 100 points. If I'm going based off of the Canadian one, and I am, he is the only one of only 2 Americans to win a drivers' champion. You put him S tier. And Mario Andretti's just been so influential on the whole sport of motor racing as a whole. So yeah, no, you put him S tier. He has to be S tier. He's just been so especially his influence on motorsport as a whole. He's S tier. Next up, we have Dan Gurney. Gurney? I don't know. That's how I'd say. He was active from 1959 to 1968. He had 86 starts, 3 poles, 19 podiums, 4 wins, 0 championships, and 133 points. Definitely B tier resume. Maybe not. No, you know what? A tier resume. If he can get some wins, some podiums, not everybody's gonna win a championship. You're not gonna be like Great Brit. You're not gonna be like England, who has just a wealth of talent to win world championships. You're not gonna be like Germany, who's had 2 great drivers win championships in Schumacher and Vettel. You're not gonna be like the Netherlands, who just has really one world champion. His name is Max Verstappen. But you know, especially for American and Canadian, where they're more stock car focused because that's what we specialize in around here. NASCAR is more our cup of tea. Well, then again, we've had Canadian. James Hinchcliffe was in IndyCar and he is Canadian. Never made it to F1 though. Um, but yeah, you give and you take. Definitely an A tier. Henry Schill is up next, and he was active for 10 years between 1950 and 1960. He had 56 race starts, 0 poles, 2 podiums, 0 wins, 0 championships, and 32 points. He's a low B. No, the 2 podiums I'd say would put him to B. Yeah, yeah. Really, I'd even put him ahead of Shearer because at least he got some podiums. Next up, Richie Gunther. He was active from 1960 to 1967. He had 52 race starts, 0 poles, 14 podiums, 1 win, and 102 points. I don't see why you wouldn't put him in an A tier. He's on par with, he's definitely a low A tier. He'll probably be the last one in A tier. But yeah, no, he's definitely an A tier driver, I'd say. Next up, Phil Hill, the only other world champion for the States. He was active from 58 to 64, the first ever American champion. 49 starts, 6 poles, 16 podiums, 3 wins, 1 championship in 61, and 94 points. Yeah, I don't think he can go straight in S tier. He is one of those forgotten world champions that people don't really, he's one of those ones where it's like, oh, was he, championship material, and, you know, but definitely top of A tier as the first, but he's not touching Mario Andretti. Next up, we have Mastin Gregory. He was active from 1957 to 63 with 38 starts, 0 poles, 3 podiums, 0 wins, 0 championships, and 21 points. No, he's going to be the first C tier. I'd say he's the first C tier. Next up, we have Logan Sargent. What the fuck is a kilometer indeed? He was active for 2 years from 2023 to 2024. 36 starts, 0 poles, 0 points, 0 podiums. Sorry, 0 poles, 0 points, podiums, 0 wins, 0 championships, 1 point. Like, I don't know how Williams just had 2 goated drivers like this. So I am putting Logan Sargent in the GOAT slash what the fuck is a kilometer tier. Again, I enjoy a good shit post. Everybody knows this. Williams just a bevy, like 2 back-to-back goats who had that dog in them. Like, oh man. Williams was lucky to have such talent. Now they have what? Carlos Sainz and Alex Albon? Ew. That is obviously a joke. Next up, we have Brett Lunger. He was active from 75 to 78. He had 34 race starts, 0 poles, 0 points, 0 podiums, 0 wins, and 0 championships. Again, this is where the small resume one comes in to play. There are also some people towards the tail end who only raced in like the American races, so they're probably going to go right here too, just because where there is so many people. I mean, yeah, I could. He'd go D tier if there was a D tier, but no, we'll chop it down to a small resume. Next up, we have Peter Revenson. He was active from 71 to 74. He had 30 race starts, 1 pole, 8 podiums, 2 wins, 0 championships, and 61 points. I'd say B tier is good enough for him. Next up, we have Scott Speed, one of the first Red Bull Junior drivers for sure. Never made the main team, kind of fizzled out of the sport. Scott Speed, he was active from 06 to 07. He had 28 starts. I mean, I would put him in small resume, but no, he had an attitude issue too, from what people say, and yeah, he'll go right in C tier. Next up, we have Danny Sullivan. He was active from in 83. He had 15 starts, I think, because the way the Wikipedia did it is it had entries slash starts, and it just had 15. So I'm assuming he started 15 races. He had 0 poles, 0 podiums, 0 wins, 0 champions, and 2 points. He's going right in the small resume tier. No, yeah. Where else are you gonna put him? Next up, we have Mark Donahue. He was active from 74 to 75. He had 14 race starts, 0 poles, 1 podium, 0 wins, 0 championships, and 8 points. No. He'll go ahead of Scott Speed. Next up, we have Michael Andretti. He was active in 1993. He had 13 starts, 0 podiums, 1 podium, 0 poles, 0 wins, 0 championships, and 7 points. No, he'll go 1 behind Mark Donohue because he had 1 less point than him, but definitely ahead of. Next up is, but ahead of Scott Speed. Next up is George Follmer. He was active from 73. In 1973, he had 12 starts, 0 poles, 1 podium, 0 wins, 0 championships, and 5 points. So, going based off how we do it, he goes ahead of Scott Speed, but behind Michael Andretti. Next up, we have Roger Ward. He was one of the drivers who only raced in the U.S. back in the day in Formula One. He was active from 51 to 60, 12 starts, 0 wins, 0 poles, 2 podiums, 1 win, 0 championship, and 14 points. I mean, he was a U.S. only driver, so I think top of C tier is more than enough for him. Next up, we have Ronnie Bucknam. He was active from 64 to 66. He had 11 starts, 0 wins, 0 poles, 0 podiums, 0 championships, and 2 points. We'll throw him down in the small resume tier. I don't think he can be ranked. Next up, we have Jim Hole. He was active from 60 to 63 with 11 starts, 0 poles, 0 podiums, 0 wins, 0 championships, and 3 points. He's going right down there in the small resume. And again, like I said with, I forget what driver. I think it was the other U.S. only one. They have entries and starts the same, so I'm assuming we have Tony Bettenhausen. He was from 1950 to 1960. He only raced in America. He had 11 starts, 0 poles, 0 wins, 1 podium, 1 championship, and 11 points. And going based off of that, he will go just ahead of Mark Donohue. And finally, we have Jim Rathman. He was a U.S. only driver as well. He had 10 starts. He was active from 52 to 60. He had 0 poles, 4 podiums, 1 win, and 29 championship points. And I say we put him there. Again, I know next to none of these guys is. I will point to who I know before I started this list. I know Logan Sargent. I know Mario Andretti. I know Michael Andretti. Don't know anybody in A tier. Don't know anybody in B tier. And I know Scott Speed. That's it. Those were the only American drivers I knew going into this. It was fun to research these guys and, rank them where I think they would, Do you agree with this list? Do you disagree? Happy 4th of July to all my American viewers and to all those Americans out there. Hopefully you guys can get a F1 driver back on the grid soon, and hopefully us Canadians can get an actual winning F1 driver back out there eventually. Thank you for watching. Happy 4th of July, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.